Hey there, true crime fans. Today, I'm diving into the chilling world of the 10 most infamous criminals of all time. Can you guess what all these criminals have in common? Wait to the end and I will reveal all. Get ready, because this countdown is not for the faint of heart. First up, we have Frank Abagnale. Known for his mind-bending cons and masterful forgeries, Frank Abagnale was a teen prodigy in the art of deception, born in Bronxville, New York. By the age of 16, he had already committed his first major fraud. From posing as a Pan Am pilot to a doctor, he managed to cash in millions in fraudulent checks before his capture. After his capture, he served time in several prisons before being released on the condition that he would help the government. Now, he's working as a consultant helping governments crack down on fraud. His story was so captivating that it was turned into a major motion picture, Catch Me If You Can, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Ronald Kray. One half of the notorious Kray twins, Ronnie Kray, alongside his brother Reggie, ruled London's underworld in the 1950s and 60s. Born in East London in 1933, their gang, the Firm, was involved in armed robberies, arson, and murder. In the East End, Ronnie and Reggie were known for being generous to their community. The pair were also famous for their sharply tailored suits and celebrity connections. Their influence extended beyond the criminal world into the realms of entertainment and politics. Ronald spent the rest of his life at Broadmoor Hospital, as he had been certified insane. Whilst he was in prison, he became a painter, and some of his paintings sell for thousands today. He died in 1995 from a heart attack. John Gotti. Dubbed the Teflon Don for his ability to evade conviction, Gotti was the head of the Gambino crime family. Born in the Bronx, New York, his charisma and style made him a media darling, but his ruthless nature ensured he remained a feared figure in the mob world. Despite numerous attempts to convict him, he managed to evade justice for years. It wasn't until 1992 that he was finally brought down by the FBI. Joseph Mengele. Known as the Angel of Death, Mengele was a Nazi doctor who conducted inhumane experiments on prisoners at Auschwitz. Born in Günzburg, Germany, his descent into evil began with his involvement in the Nazi regime. His name became synonymous with the horrors of the Holocaust. His experiments were not just inhumane, they were monstrous. He evaded capture for decades before his death in 1979. Charles Manson. Before forming the Manson family, he had a troubled childhood. Born in Cincinnati, Ohio. The mastermind behind the Manson family murders, Manson orchestrated a series of brutal killings, including the infamous murder of actress Sharon Tate. His twisted vision of a race war led to one of the most shocking crime sprees in American history. His ability to manipulate and control his followers was terrifying. Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy's charm and intelligence made him a particularly dangerous predator. Born in Burlington, Vermont, charming, intelligent, and utterly monstrous, Bundy confessed to 30 homicides, though the true number of his victims remains unknown. His ability to blend in and manipulate made him one of the most terrifying serial killers of the 20th century. Despite his heinous crimes, he maintained his innocence until the very end. Al Capone. The king of Chicago's underworld during the Prohibition era, Capone's empire was built on bootlegging, gambling, and vice. Born in Brooklyn, New York. Despite his violent reputation, it was tax evasion that finally put him behind bars. Pablo Escobar. The ruthless Colombian drug lord who controlled the Medellin cartel. Born in Rio Negro, Colombia, Escobar's reign saw unparalleled violence and corruption, with billions of dollars made from cocaine trafficking. His death in 1993 marked the end of an era of fear and bloodshed. Jeffrey Dahmer. Dahmer's gruesome crimes included the murder, dismemberment, and cannibalism of 17 young men. Born in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, his ability to lure victims and evade detection for years is chilling and a testament to his cunning. His trial was one of the most sensational in American history. And finally, Jack the Ripper, the unidentified killer who terrorized London's East End in 1888. His brutal murders have inspired countless theories and investigations. His brutal murders of at least 5 women have left an enduring mystery that continues to fascinate and horrify to this day. Jack the Ripper's identity remains one of the greatest mysteries in criminal history. His place of birth remains unknown. That's it for today's countdown. Did you guess what they all have in common? Yes, that's right. They have all had their life stories made into films, and they say crime doesn't pay. Let me know in the comments which criminal you find the most terrifying. Until next time, stay safe out there and don't forget to like and subscribe. There is always something new.